Okay, so the idea for this run came after someone suggested we do a no scaling versus lobby. And ended up being pretty fun because we saw some unique builds. What actually ended up kind of being the meta was whales, and so I figured I would actually try this in arena. I'm not going to do no scaling because that seems really difficult, but who knows if that's actually possible. But I wanted to just mess around with whale strats, and particularly tiger whale, because it ends up doing a lot of interesting things that I think most people probably don't expect. There's a lot of interesting tiger whale builds. For example, you can go tiger whale. I mean, the most well known one is probably tiger whale deer because it's just so good with summon builds. But you can also do other things like tiger whale mammoth, and that gives a whole bunch of stats. Because what ends up happening is the tiger makes the whale spawn two things. It also makes it swallow two things, so you can't actually put two things in front. So you just have the one thing in front. It spawns two things, and then the first ability will go off, and then the second one will also get tigered, so it goes off twice. So if you have tiger, whale, mammoth, you get the initial buff, then it spawns two more mammoths, you get one more, and then the last one gets activated twice. So you kind of get four things out of that. I've also been thinking like you go tiger, whale, scorpion, and then you're spawning two scorpions, but the tiger scorpion doesn't really do too much. You can also go something like tiger, whale, boar, which I'll maybe potentially do a video on in the future, but so far it's been very unsuccessful because it's actually terrible. But it is a kind of funny strat because if you get a level 3 whale, I forgot to mention this earlier, the thing that it spawns has triple its base stats. It's kind of the same thing with the eagle, if you guys know the paid pack, but I don't have the paid pack, so that's why I haven't been doing any runs involving that. But triple base stats. So if you have a 6'9 gorilla, it ends up being an 1827 when the whale spits it out. And that's pretty decent stats. Obviously, it's not super good later game, but like if it's turn, 12 or 13 and you somehow have level 3 whale, you can spawn some pretty nice stats. And another interesting one is a tiger whale snake. It seems like it's really counterintuitive to swallow a snake, but if you have a tiger whale, then it'll spawn two snakes. And then the second one will also be a tiger snake. So if you do that, then you'll have the snake that will be in front, and then it gets like the tiger snake trigger off of that. If you add in a fly, you also get two triggers off of that. Or yeah, pretty much with the tiger snake. I don't think I explained it very well, but if you want to try it out for yourself, feel free to. It's not actually very good again, but it's kind of funny, and it's something that I hadn't really experienced in the game, and I've played this game a lot. You can tell I have over 100,000 points, which is just way too many. Anyway, to actually talk about the run for a second, because I've been completely ignoring what I've been doing, pretty much the idea was to try to go for whale deer on turn 7-8, because like whenever I try to just meme too hard, I end up losing. So you got to actually have some strat and then kind of pivot into the meme strat later. So whale deer is just good for a few turns to not lose. Also, sometimes you win too fast and then it's rough because you can't actually get the build that you want. I really want to get like level 3 whale involved. That was my main concern. So a lot of runs just ended up not getting there, and I had to do another one because I won too fast. Because sometimes, it's just too good. Alright, so Ox behind Whale Deer, it gets quite a few triggers, so it gets a lot of extra attack, and that's pretty decent. And I got to buy a decent amount of cans as well, so I was pretty lucky because I didn't have to roll too much for Whale Deer here. And Whale Deer, it's not great against all these hurt effects, but luckily it's a pretty weak team anyway, so didn't actually have to worry about it. And now I'm just looking to level up whale, and hopefully I'm hoping for a tiger or a mammoth or something that like I could actually put in front of the whale. And instead I get a gorilla, which I decide, okay, I can go tiger, whale, mammoth, and then I want to have a gorilla because like the tiger, whale, mammoth, it gives a whole bunch of stats, and one of the best things with its ability is a gorilla. Usually a hard thing is just getting its stats actually like up there. Ran into a dolphin, which kind of sucks. Ruins the whale summon, of course. But I got really lucky with the shops here. Immediate level 3 whale. You can see I got triple chocolate so fast. So that's how quick things can turn around right there. Just absolutely high rolling. Now normally you would want to get like an actually good level 3 instead of whale, but it's not the worst. This is exactly what I wanted, so I can't complain. We spawn a 15-15 bus, which actually just crushes this person's team. And right away, I think on this turn, okay, no, just kidding. I roll into another gorilla. So I could go double gorilla here, or I could go snake gorilla. Because again, if we get mammoth, which I did this turn, very lucky again. Like, I did a lot of runs, and a lot of times I would just get absolutely nothing. So it's great to just get, like, everything you want and have it work out. So yeah, the base stats of the gorilla are going to be pretty nice. So I'm hoping that it started at a 14-14, and it became a 24-24. And then it also got the coconut armor for the snake. So just a pretty nice combination overall. And now I'm looking to replace this melon armor fish with a tiger. There we go. And now the build is complete. So how many stats do we get off of this? We can calculate it. It's only a level 1 mammoth, but it has a mushroom, so that will go twice. So that's +4/+4. The whale will spawn another plus level 1, which is +6/+6. And then a level 3, which is another +6/+6, which is 12/12. And then the tiger will also make it so it's +14/+14, I believe. Yeah, so pretty nice. And as you can see, the gorilla came in super clutch here, sniped the melon with the snake, and just a win. Pretty nice. And so the build could get better if I managed to get like level 3 mammoth, level 3 tiger, of course, but it's really hard to get that unless if you like draw so many early rounds. So I didn't want to get my expectations too high for this run. Instead, I just took level 2 gorilla. I got a mammoth and chocolate, so I was like, all right, I have 4 lives, I have a life to play with. Let's lose this round and try to position it in the worst way possible. So I want to swallow the thing with melon, put mammoth in the back, put tiger in front, snake behind the weakest unit. I like this positioning. It seems like it's going to be a throw, right? We ran into a hedgehog blowfish build, which is pretty interesting because I have no idea how we do against it. And the problem is the level 3 whale spawns a level 3 gorilla. And then the coconut armor, and oh my god, I actually won with this positioning. I can't believe it. It's crazy. How did this team win? I was going to get level 2 mammoth and actually have like so many more stats. We could have got plus like 18 plus 18 or something. But instead, the build ends early. It's still a pretty interesting and kind of funny run, and I thought I would share it. Anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.